Today I'm going to be showing you how to get your Facebook and Instagram account back. I don't have a lot of time, but I'm going to share this with you anyway because I figured you might need to know. If you were like me, when you found out that your account was disabled, you were devastated because it was out of the blue and you didn't understand why. Maybe you did know why and it wasn't fair. Maybe you got hacked. Maybe you posted too many photos at the same time and Meta didn't like that for some reason and they just disabled you, okay? And then the next thing you do is you start trying to find ways to get access to it. So you go to Reddit or you go to Facebook with a different account or somebody else's account and find all these different ways to try to get your account back. I was one of those people inside the Reddit group that did everything and it didn't work. And then I tried Legalshield, which we're gonna talk about more in a minute. That worked. And then when everything got approved, months later, I remembered, hey, actually, I should share this with everybody. And so I tried to do that in this one Reddit group and then they banned me. Well, not banned me, but they banned the posts that I made. And I'll show you the screenshots here. So today is May 2nd. I made this post 3 days ago. I got my Facebook and Instagram account back. Ask me anything. I was able to get my accounts back by using legal method, Legalshield. Ask me anything and maybe I can help. Cool. As you can see, it says I got removed. Somebody first immediately asked me, what is Legalshield? And somebody commented, a legal company. And so I said, Legalshield has you covered for less. Just kidding. Because I knew if I come in here with this, they're going to think it's an ad. So I thought I'd joke about the first line being about that. Maybe I shouldn't have joked, whatever. But anyway, they're a company my family got a membership with to handle document reading and traffic violations. What they basically do is connect you with legal firms or individuals to help with your case. With that, I put 2 and 2 together and realized I can use them to get my Facebook and Instagram account back. If you're in the process of trying to get your stuff back and you read all through Reddit, I'm sure someone has mentioned the legal route of having them write a letter to Meta. You would be surprised to find more than one attorney already knows the process or people connected with Meta internally to just go ahead and flip the switch back on. Of course, they will still ask for you to provide them with the new email and password, which is the usual Meta standard when reinstating your accounts. That's what I put. That is what happened. And I'm actually going to explain all that further in the video. So, this person right here where it says deleted, this person made a comment saying, this feels scammy. Can we get some mods in here? And I was like, maybe it does feel a little scammy. And that's when I said, how do I upload pics in here? Right. And somebody commented, oh man, now the rice cooker's going off. It should go off in a minute. There we go. Somebody commented, I don't think you can post pics in the comment. Try making another post with proof. I was like, okay, I'm not doing all of that. I created a link with screenshots of everything that I experienced and how it really does work. And I sent it to him and the Facebook post still got shut down. And some moderator came on here and said, over the years, the subreddit has been plagued with account recovery scammers. We've seen them all. They often claim to have inside contacts at Meta. At the moment, the latest fixes found on this subreddit have been to temporarily pay for Meta verified. Try it. Doesn't work. You're probably trying that right now. Or if you just heard about that, don't do it. Or go ahead and do it. But look in this group and you're going to see it doesn't work for anybody. In the U.S., contact the attorney general in your state. Tried that. Didn't work. I even tried doing the Zillow method by using a different address to contact the attorney general in a different state like Arizona, California. Didn't work. Okay. They don't care. They actually sent me a letter back saying it didn't work, which we're going to talk about. In the U.S., contact the Consumer Protection Agency for the state you're in. I don't know what that is. I don't see how they would even care. Do the European form method. If you got to leave the country to get your account back, that's doing way too much. Use an agency such as People's Clerk, Justice Direct to have them write a demand letter. Send it to processing agent for Meta's lawyer and take Meta to a smallest claims court. Many Redditors have been successful with this method. In most cases, the Meta lawyer contacts the victim weeks before the scheduled court date and restores the account. This is true. If you do it this way, the legal way, you're much more likely to get your account back. But I thought about doing it this way and I found out it was going to be $200, $300, $400+ to get my account back. Is it worth it? Yes. But do I have the money? No. Do I want my account back now? Yes. Assuming you aren't a scammer yourself or employed by Legalshield, does Legalshield ask for prepaid, postpaid, or is it escrow? What does Legalshield do and that we can't do ourselves? Steps I mentioned above. So I responded, yeah, I tried most of these, even the Attorney General, which honestly doesn't work. The Meta Verified doesn't work either. They don't give up as far as I'm concerned. I didn't pay anything for the Legalshield. I think they get paid by connecting you with the firm, so they don't want payment. Well, they did ask for a $15 draft fee. So basically they asked me what was wrong. I told them, they drafted out the paper and sent it out. I was then connected with Patrick, which you can see in the screenshots here. Patrick then connected me forward to Meta. After that, the same flow of account reinstatement is as usual. They still didn't activate my post again for everybody in the forum to see. So I messaged the moderator, are you a mod? Sorry if it seems scammy. Clicking the link in there and see if that helps. That link was, the proof. No response. And I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just make a YouTube video and tell you my story from here. Anyway, so here's my story. Here's how it happened. By the end of this story, you're going to be able to do exactly what I did, essentially, and get your account back, potentially. July 22nd is when I lost my account. It's because some guy in the Philippines logged in. It flagged Meta, and they just disabled my account. I just got done with a photo shoot. I felt good. I made my money. I get back in the car. I get on Instagram to say I had a great photo shoot, and boom, disabled. Couldn't get access to it. I didn't know what was going on. So then Meta asked me, hey, you can appeal it. If this wasn't right, then just appeal it. I appealed it. I kid you not even 15 minutes later, they denied the appeal. I was like, whoa, this is weird. What's going on here? I was shocked. I was like, dude, all my photos is gone. And then they say I have like 6 months or something like that to download my photos or get access to my account. If something doesn't be figured out in 6 months, then they completely get rid of it. I don't know if it's 6 months or 8 months. I can't remember, but you know what I'm talking about. The person watching this, you know what I'm talking about. I was like, what the hell do I do next? That's when I went to Reddit, and none of the stuff worked. I tried the Attorney General method, and this was the response from the one in, where is this one at? Arizona. You can do the Texas one, which is where I live in Texas, but it didn't allow me to send in a form for Texas. So I tried the Zillow method, where you use an address from a different state to contact the Attorney General. And it said, thank you for taking your time to submit your complaint to the Arizona Attorney General's office. We have reviewed your complaint, but unfortunately are unable to take further action to resolve your matter. I'm not going to read the rest of that. You can screenshot, pause the video, and read that if you want. But the point is that didn't work out. So I tried it again with a different state. This one's in California. Thank you for contacting the Office of California Attorney General regarding the loss of access to your Meta social media account. We regret that we cannot provide you with direct assistance in restoring access to your account. Our office is prohibited by law from representing individual consumers in legal matters. We do, within limits of our resources, bring lawsuits for violations of California, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so the point is they were no help either. So I was like, okay, this isn't going to work. So I said, screw it. How about I just make another account? And same thing, I made another Facebook too, different email, posting. I tried not to do too much at once, just like maybe 5 every hour, just try to get it in there. Get my portfolio in there, and then an hour later, disabled again. I was like, what the fuck? And I forgot to mention that when my very first account, Brack Shot, got disabled, it disabled everything, not just the Instagram, the Facebook, the business Facebook, my personal Instagram, the business Instagram, all of that got disabled. I actually just found out today, part of the reason why that happened, if I go back out, this guy made an interesting post. If you get disabled and try to make another account, there's a way around it, but it's still like you're gonna have trouble. So he basically said it's not just IP, but device blocking that involves MAC address. Reddit and Discord do the same thing. So even if you go to a different Wi-Fi, but use the same device, then it will still get blocked. IP addresses alone are too easy to change, but MAC is a different story. You have to use a fresh new Wi-Fi or mobile internet connection, a new IP address, a new MAC address. Even if you do all that, if you ever log into the new account on the previous device and it gets detected that it is blocked, it is the blocked device, then the new account can risk getting locked as well. So anytime I made a new account on this phone, just disable it. So I tried the next best thing, which was to log in to my girlfriend at the time, who is now my fiance, log into her account on my phone. Right, babe, did I use your phone or my phone?
For what?
To talk to Meta verification? Was that your phone?
Yes, that was my phone.
Her phone. So thank God. We were smart enough not to use her account on my phone because it would have blocked her account as well. So I used her phone to get verified by Meta to talk to the Meta gods, essentially, right? And I got confronted with the same responses you probably all got, which was they don't give a fuck, they don't care. We can't help you. We're not trying to help you. Please tell us more. Oh, that's why. Okay, cool. Well, we can't do anything about it. That's basically what happened. All right. So I was screwed and I was like, what the heck is going on? It's a war. I want to win this war. And I guess I'm gonna go the legal route and get an attorney. But attorneys are expensive, anywhere between $200 and $400. Could I spend that? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. But again, it's a lot of money. Then my mom called. Saved by the mom. Thank you, mom. She said, Brax, you don't have to get a full-on attorney. Just use Legalshield. If you just need a legal document sent to Meta, then use Legalshield. I was like, oh, Legalshield. Yeah, I remember Legalshield. We had that for a while. We had that since 2018. Yeah, because all the speeding tickets I got, that's what we use it for. We use it for speeding tickets. We use it for, I mean, I'm not saying I speed a lot. I'm just saying, over the years, the speeding tickets I've had. We're on the family plan, and we have been using it for everything, anything and everything, honestly. Anything that you hire an attorney for, that's what we used it for. So I logged into our family Legalshield account. If I had done it on my own, it's $30. I just got a comment from one of the Reddit people that I DM'd about how to do this right. And he said it seems complicated. And he's saying, please do make a video. So I'm making the video. Awesome, bro. I got you. Hope you enjoy this video. Basically, when you sign up on Legalshield and you open a new case, it'll give you the option of what the legal matter is. I chose general law. They're going to ask you what happened. I said, Instagram disabled my Meta verified account after being hacked. The point of being Meta verified is having access to Instagram support. However, I don't have access to this again because my account is disabled and they're still making me pay monthly for a subscription. For a subscription. I forgot about that. Yeah, I was paying for it and it was still charging my card even though my account was disabled. How crazy is that? That's crazy. All right, who is this dispute with? Meta Inc., State of Territory, California, City Menlo Park. Okay, cool. Here is proof of my notifications, like case number and stuff like that. What happened is I submitted a case. Somebody at Legalshield, or I guess Legalshield's kind of like a marketplace. Somebody sees the case, they grab it and say, hey, we can handle this. I say, cool, let's get started. And she asked for more information. And then she drafted up a legal document and sent it to another individual who's connected with Meta. They reached out to the person. They sent me a letter back saying what happened and what's happening next. Dear Braxton Chapman, thank you for the opportunity to consult with you regarding your legal matter. As a Legalshield member, you should never hesitate to contact us when legal questions or concerns arise. Enclosed is the correspondence we recently received regarding your legal matter. Should you have any questions concerning the enclosed, do not hesitate to contact our office. We can continue to advise you if you contact us with further questions, and we can assist in locating an attorney at a discount under your Legalshield plan. However, unless you have retained an attorney by entering into a written fee agreement, we will not be representing you any further in this matter. This means we will not be communicating with third parties nor initiating any litigation. If you wish to retain an attorney, please contact us. If you have any insurance policies which might provide coverage for any of the claims made against you, or if you discover that there is any such insurance, you should notify the insurance company as soon as possible. If you fail to notify your insurance company in a timely manner, you may lose valuable insurance coverage or benefits under that policy. You have not requested us to notify any insurance company, and we are not taking any such action for you. While we do not represent you in this matter, should any new legal matters arise, please contact us for counsel. Rachel. All right. Rachel was really sweet, by the way. So whenever she took my case, she actually called me and then she asked me what happened. And what happened is that she takes that information and then she sends it out to the next person who is the right person to fix this situation. The only thing I paid for was the draft. So the draft that she made to send to that person, I guess, because it's still an attorney's office. They have to get paid for something. We paid $30 in Legalshield to get access to these people. And then the attorneys will come to us saying, this is what we can do. And we'll write the letter, which is no different from one of the 5 options that one Redditor said, which is, a demand letter. She wrote a letter to the right attorney, who then wrote a letter to Meta to contact me. Patrick then responded back to her requesting information from me. Patrick is the middleman between Rachel and Meta. Okay. All right. So then I start reaching out to Mr. Patrick. I say, hey, hello, Patrick. Thank you for responding to my attorney's request on my behalf. I am happy to share with you what you need in order to reactivate the accounts as per requested. See the following attachments below. Pay attention to these timestamps too. Thank you. This is received. I will forward this information on to my client. Please note that Meta makes no guarantees regarding the provision or outcome of any review. That is true. Something I will remind you folk is if you can show proof that your account was disabled wrongfully for no reason or you were hacked, screenshot it. Screenshot it. You should have one of these. We notice a new login. Screenshot that, okay? Screenshot that. Do not lose that because that is your proof. It's not about what you say in text. It's about what you can prove. Next slide. Mr. Patrick, it's still November 20th. Thank you for your support on this. I have been wrestling with Meta about this since September. I appreciate your patience. Please let me know, actually since July. Please let me know if you need me to forward you screenshots of evidence showcasing proof of my original accounts being hacked. From there, I guess nothing else needed to be done. I was just letting him know if he needed proof, I'll send it. He didn't let me know he needed proof. I guess that was done. It wasn't until 12 days later, on December 2nd, he says, Mr. Chapman, I hope you had an enjoyable Thanksgiving holiday. I am informed that you should have received 2 separate communications from Meta internal support teams, one at hey.com for the Facebook account, and the other is Braxton. For the Facebook account ID, blah, 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 blah. You should respond to each communication with any requested information, even if duplicative. You should also keep these communications confidential. Please let me know if you have any issues communicating with the support team. I'm going to keep this confidential. I will only show the email, the text that they sent me and what they requested so that I can get my account back. All right. The main point of this journey the main point of the story is to tell you how Legalshield connected me with one person, which then connected me to the right person who knows the Meta team, who deals with that kind of stuff. Okay. That's when Facebook got back to me on those new emails that I sent to Patrick, that Patrick sent to Meta. Meta comes back at me on those emails and said, regarding access to your Facebook account. Hi, I work on the community operations teams at Facebook. We received the email regarding your Facebook account and would like to help, but first we need more information. To help us understand the issue, please reply to this email and describe the problem you're experiencing with Facebook in as much detail as possible. So everything that you've been doing in the Meta verification stuff, all that stuff you've been saying to them, trying to prove your case, this is the right person to be telling that to. All right. So I responded, hello, I don't have the URL to my original Facebook, but I have the old passwords and email. There you go. My account was hacked on Instagram from a guy in the Philippines, as you saw from the screenshot that I showed you earlier. See the 3 email login notifications of the screenshots below. As you can see from my ID, I am located in the United States of America. Please see my attached driver's license below. Due to my Instagram being hacked, it disabled all my other connected Meta accounts as collateral. Please let me know if you need further information from me. I sent that to them. That was on December 2nd. 7 days later, no response. And then I get another email and it says your Instagram account. All right. This one says, hi, we received your request and would like to help, but we'll need more information first. Please tell us the problem you're having with Instagram in as much detail as possible. Be sure to include your Instagram username, the email address associated with your account, and any other identifying information. So I guess they just passed it up inside the internal team at Meta to another person who just wants more information. That's fine with me. It just still felt better that it still felt like I was getting somewhere compared to just the verification and all this other stuff that the Redditors are trying to say you can try. This felt real. And I'm not going to show you the email address, but when you look at the email address, it's a whole bunch of digits and stuff. It's basically, let you know like, oh, this really is Meta and they don't want anybody to find out. We also need to confirm that this Instagram account belongs to you. If your account is personal and has photos of you, please attach a photo of yourself holding a handwritten copy of the code below 13440, right? So I did that. I responded below is the following information you requested. I sent them a photo of me with the number 13440, which you also see in my YouTube profile picture. So from there, I had to wait and then boom, I get a random email from Facebook. And this time it has a verified logo on it. And it says, one more step to change your password. Hi, Braxton, we got your request to change your password. Finish password change. So they just sent me a link to reset the password. So the account got activated on the new email, and it sent me a link to change the password, basically give it a password to have access to it. That happened for that account, the second account, the third account, and even my Instagram. There were certain Instagrams I didn't care to have back, so I told them don't even worry about sending it to me back. But I got access to all my accounts that way, and that's how that happened. All right, you can see proof here with the new screenshot. We noticed a new login, Brax Chat, Irving, Texas, which is where I logged in from. Good to go. If you want to go directly to Patrick or Ross and Matthews and stuff, you can go ahead and try, but I got a little short story to tell you. Hi, Patrick. I hope you've been well. You've helped me recover my Instagram account in the past. This is March 27th this year. And I truly appreciated your support throughout the process. I wouldn't typically make this kind of request, but I have a colleague who could really use your assistance. She is a highly influential figure in the Fort Worth real estate space, and having her account compromised has significantly impacted her business. 2 days later. Hello, Mr. Chapman. It is good to hear from you. Unfortunately, I cannot serve as a first point of contact for such requests. All such requests should be sent as a letter to Meta Legal Mail at the following address: Meta Platforms Inc., Attention Legal Mail, and then the address. In order to facilitate Meta's review, please be sure to include the following, which is 1 through 5. So that's why I'm telling you guys, I would not recommend you go straight to these firms to try to ask for help. Go through Legalshield, let somebody pluck it and say we'll help you, and go from there. That is my story. That is how that all worked out. That is how I got my accounts back. So if you want to try this out, go to my description, click the link. Instead of spending $400 at an attorney or wasting your time doing all this other stuff in these forums, try this method. I've shown you all the proof that I could. You can leave a comment. I'll answer whatever questions you have. I answer it on there. Okay. Try it. It's better than spending $400 outside of Legalshield. Here you just spend $30 and it protects you in more ways than one, and you have a higher potential of getting your account back. I wish the best for you. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here for you, and I got you back, okay?